meat for dowry prices, like take less meat, so actually the advanced take other things.
Does not help in the impact analysis of their livelihoods. These processing machines should be taken care of by the people, and this will also be helping in the livelihoods. These people will be earning income, and also like you don't have to bring that.
But still, it's not the same traditional livestock farming.
House believes that lab grown should replace traditional livestock farming. What has seen that a country like Texas with an estimated population of 14.5 billion people, the question is that how many animals are you arguing to slaughter to provide food to them? As my second speaker talked about advancement in culture, as it is proven, because it has already existed, because the Bagisi used to eat their firstborns, whereby people used to walk only covering their private parts, and if was culture, but judge, is it still, we're actually asking also that, is it still happening? And the answer to this question is actually no. We're actually seeing the third speaker on the negative team of the day is coming here and telling us that we should actually, that we're supposed to tie these animals. But I'd like to pose a question to the negative team of the day, that how many animals are they actually going to be tying in order to get enough food for the growing population? And I'd like them to come and answer that question. The comparison was to provide significant evidence to show that integration is really possible, because we have been comparing two developing countries. In conclusion, we said that affirmative is clear, whereby lab grown meat is a revolutionary solution for the environment, ethical and economic challenge faced by traditional livestock farming. What has seen that lab grown meat reduces greenhouse gas emissions and land and eliminates animal cruelty, raising costs and addressing both climate and animal welfare issues. We argue that to affirm the motion for a healthier planet, a more ethical food system, and a future where we meet the world's food needs without compromising the environment. All that being said, I rest my case.
It has been a nice day. First of all, yesterday we began with the motion. This house believes that lab grown meat should replace traditional livestock farming. I believe that session was actually better because we had prepared for the motion, and the negative brought in what we actually expected them to bring, so we were able to win. Then the next one was about that high school should actually adapt to compulsory teaching of Swahili language. Here the negative actually failed to understand what we were speaking, hence giving us a better opportunity of winning, because we are saying that English is already an official language, but it has actually failed to increase the economic gains of these countries, which the negative failed to understand and also won in that round. Then the next round was silent about pregnant teenagers, so we never received feedback, but we expect a win in that. Today we have so far had one round, and we have also won that round, because we are saying that we oppose the increased integration of artificial intelligence in schools. We are not banning completely, but we are opposing the increased. We are decreasing the artificial intelligence in schools. The negatives thought that we are banning it completely. Yet the judge actually understood what we are trying to bring about in the debate, that we are reducing the impact of artificial intelligence in schools, hence giving us a better opportunity to win.
So far, I would say competitions come with specific challenges, and competitions come with specific expectations. I want to say that from the time we arrived here, we exclusively met a new environment because we traveled with a couple of debaters from as young as primary 3, and which was quite challenging from the beginning. Our expectations were that first we would participate and have this kind of experience, but just like any other school, we did expect that we are here to actually compete for the trophy, just to be in specific. So particularly when we came into the debate rounds, I would be very honest with everyone, it comes with anxiety, it comes with stress, not being sure of the expectations or the outcomes of the debate. But conclusively, because we do a lot of groundwork in terms of how we exclusively train these debaters, in how we teach them to interpret these motions and how to approach these motions specifically, I think that has been a positive for us in terms of how we have attained this kind of success. Coming to how the rounds have actually been, some of my teams actually conceded some losses, but particularly his team has been a little bit outstanding, beat the expectations of me as a coach and also the expectations of other teams that are in competition, because they have had a narrative of winning the different rounds they've been in. I wouldn't say that the rounds have been so assured or easy for them. I would say some rounds have been tight, like the previous round they've actually been in, that talked about regretting the increased integration of artificial intelligence in schools. I believe that this tournament in particular has allowed individuals as young as them to actually discuss matters of national importance, and also looking at sustainability in terms of effects coming in the future, how artificial intelligence would actually threaten the existence of economic systems within countries, and whether this increased integration is actually going to be positive in terms of pushing for developmental purposes, talking about the curriculum that is developed, for example, in secondary, the new curriculum, or actually that would be negative in terms of what's happening. Yes. In debate particularly, I carried 4 teams in debate. When they enter the tournament, they are given code names, not for easy identification. So I have 4 teams in the debate, and so far I have 2 teams that are performing well out of the 4 teams. I believe that is a positive for me. Yes. Thank you.
Sorry. She came here and told us that however much we actually stop these girls from actually being at home and actually let them in school, there will be stigma in school. But dear judges, we believe that that point does not stand in this debate, because first of all, dear judges, number 1, we truly believe that if there will be no stigma in school, because first of all, dear judges, we believe that these people will actually get used to this person, since they know that this is actually a biological change. We should not actually blame this person. They'll actually look at it as a normal daily thing, a very normal thing, and then they'll stop stigmatizing her. And second of all, even if that point does not actually work, we do believe that this pregnant teenager can actually go to the school administration, tell them that these people are actually stigmatizing me, you please stop them. And dear judges, we believe that that problem will actually be stopped. So dear judges, that's why their point of stigma actually does not stand in this debate. Greetings to House of the As a motion of this is that this House believes that pregnant teenagers should not be allowed to attend classes during their course of pregnancy. Ladies and gentlemen, the negative case focuses on the right to education but fails to address the practical reality that pregnant teenagers need more than just access to a classroom. Pregnancy imposes serious health risks, particularly for teenagers, and this has been clearly established in our case. We've demonstrated that the physical demands of attending school can worsen complications like preterm labor or high blood pressure, which is why our mechanism providing alternatives like online learning, flexible schedules, and medical accommodations, which is far more sustainable and realistic solution. Rather than forcing teenagers to stay in traditional classrooms, we focus on how we can maintain their educational prospects without compromising their health. The negative emphasis on school attendance overlooks the critical aspect of the situation and fails to consider the long-term consequences of pushing pregnant teens too hard. Our solution is both practical and sustainable. It ensures that these teenagers can continue their education in safe environments, ensuring their long-term well-being and academic success. Therefore, we urge you to fund the motion as our priorities is both the health and future of pregnant teenagers, addressing the real world needs in a sustainable way. Our dear beloved judge, the debate of the artists in that caning is not allowed in the Constitution of Uganda according to the Article 30 unless the negative goes against the national constitution. The debate of the artists in a time lag of 11 months provides time for proper feeding of the baby. We as a affirmative team of the artists that we should rely on if the national policies that provide free services for reintegration into the school setting. Our dear beloved judges, our first clash point in the debate of is that maternity leave as a precedent. We also seen that Ugandan labor laws recognize the need for maternity leave in workplaces, and we argue that schools should also extend the same principles into their setting. What I've seen that the formative draws a logical connection between health protection in workplaces and schools, which shows the need for safe environment, protects the rights of a mother and her unborn baby, and helps to hold the perpetrator accountable for their actions. There's my case. Thank you.